The Bad and the Beautiful.
It looks like we're going to be pitted opposite one another, like that.
Raquel Welch is ready for a catfight. She's showing Central Park West what life is like with real trouble in town.
It can be a bitch, just like me.
This is Entertainment Tonight for Friday, December 22nd, 1995. What they're calling Raquel Welch these days starts with a B and rhymes with itch. It's what they call Joan Collins on Dynasty. It's what they call Heather Locklear on Melrose Place. Pretty tough acts to follow, but on Central Park West, Raquel says she loves playing the woman that fans love to hate.
She's totally materialistic, superficial, capricious, snotty, snide. I'm Diana Brock. This is why I'm here, to be as nasty, mean, and bitchy, objectionable, offensive. I'm sorry. Have we met? I'm sorry. Do we need to? Some people would say I've been researching this part for my whole life.
Legendary screen siren Raquel Welch joins the ranks of Central Park West as the sniping Diana Brock, with Gerald McRaney, another new addition, as her ex-husband. As far as the cast is concerned, Raquel's presence is reshaping the whole show.
She's got a waist like that.
Yeah. It's non-existent.
Yeah. It's true.
The rest of her is very existent. The waist is non-existent.
Raquel's arch rival on the show will be original cast member Lauren Hutton. The two plan to be dueling divas.
It looks like we're going to be pitted opposite one another, like that. I pretty much go through just about everybody in Central Park West. On that street, my name is Mud by the end of the first episode.
The series shoots in New York, and Raquel says the location shooting in the Big Apple has its hassles.
We're on location all the time. This is a difficult city to shoot in. You know, as photogenic as NYC is, it can be a bitch, just like me. No.
Well, the setting for the show is familiar turf for Raquel. She used to live on Central Park West. She makes her debut in March when the show returns to CBS.
Hello, Brock.
Good Lord. What in the hell are you doing here?
I know it's a shock, darling, but try not to be rude. I heard. Oh. We got a new magazine. I am so excited. And you know how much I love a good magazine. And here I thought you'd never buy anything that didn't have an animal on the cover.
Well, Diana, what do you want?
Why don't we start with a tour? So all of this is ours. All these paintings, these people. Oh.
Raquel is ready to turn up the heat on Central Park West.
Something you should know about me. I don't take no for an answer very well.
Then maybe you shouldn't try to do business with a Brock. It looks like we're going to be pitted opposite one another, like that.
That's next on E.T. To bring some zest to Central Park West, CBS pulled the show from its lineup, but now it's back, and the new ingredients are spicing up the street. The revamped Central Park West returns to CBS as CPW.
I'm sorry. Have we met? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do we need to? I'm sorry. Do we need to?
Raquel Welch in a new role that may be close to home.
Some people would say I've been researching this part for my whole life.
Along with the new name, two new stars, Gerald McRaney and Raquel Welch.
Well, I hope you're here to accept my offer. Otherwise, we have nothing to talk about.
Ah, but you're not the only one throwing offers my way, big fella.
What are you talking about?
Alan Rush. He just made me quite a generous little offer of his own.
Diana, what are you up to?
Just a little stock swap, if you must know. I get a piece of his company. He gets a piece of yours.
You can't do that.
Why not? It's legal. And my financial advisors assure me that I'm getting the much better end of the bargain. So we'll be sealing the deal in his office first thing tomorrow morning.
Now, you listen to me, Diana. You're getting yourself straight over to Kennedy. And you're concording yourself back to the crap tables in Monte Carlo.
Don't you dare tell me what to do. You had your chance, cowboy, and you blew it. So if I were you, I'd start kissing up to Alan Rush, because it looks like he's going to own a very big chunk of your company. And of you. If anyone's going to be Mrs. Adam Brock in this town, it's me. I've earned it.
Raquel Welch gets down and dirty for Central Park West. Then, Raquel Welch is ready to put some sizzle in CPW, but can America take the heat?
They might go, I've never really done this kind of a thing before, and I always wanted to, because I think that the juicier parts are the ones where you get to be nasty.
You know, you never forget your first love, do you? Because obviously there's no way you could stay married to that reptile Rush for so long unless you thought that you'd already had the great love of your life. And that's what I am to Brock. His first love, the one he'll never get over.
I'm not sure I understand the point of this. Do you expect me to fight you for Brock?
Oh, listen, I spent 17 years with him. I gave birth to his children. I broke his heart. And now I'm back. So no, I don't expect you to fight me for him. What's the point? You haven't got a chance.
Raquel gets down and dirty as McCraney's witchy ex-wife, who's pitted against Lauren Hutton when Hutton starts a relationship with him. McCraney still can't believe he plays the center of attention to such beautiful actresses.
Hunky? A 48-year-old bald guy looking hunky, I don't know.
We've already been doing some kissing. Delta's not going to see this, is she?
No.
And the cast members, both old and new, hope the audience will respond to the retooled show.
You just never know what the GP, meaning the general public, is going to think. You just don't know how they'll react. They might go, and then what?
Well, the GP, that's you and me, will get to see the new CPW 2 nights a week on CBS. It returns this evening, and diva Raquel makes her debut on Friday.
I am so glad we had this chance to chat, aren't you?
Tomorrow on Entertainment Tonight, the claws are out on Central Park West. 2 dueling divas duke it out, and E.T. has a front row seat. Raquel and Lauren are in a frenzy. They're making a splash, and now may the best woman win.
I just deserve it. I am the biggest bitch in town.
And it's an all-star cat fight.
Jealous bitches going at each other is always, like, good for...
Raquel Welch and Lauren Hutton square off, and we'll give you the highlights.
Nighttime's nasty new diva. Plus, all the scheming, all the scandal, all the sexiness is back. Raquel Welch leads the charge as Central Park West returns to prime time.
Memorable episode of the TV show Central Park West. She slugged it out for the camera with Lauren Hutton.
I am the biggest bitch in town.
This is Entertainment Tonight for Friday, March 8th, 1996.
From Raquel Welch and Lauren Hutton battle for love and power on Central Park West, but now words are not enough.
Jealous bitches going at each other is always, like, good for...
The cat fight hasn't started yet, but it will soon.
It's a battle royal among bombshells as Lauren Hutton meets her match when Raquel Welch moves into Central Park West.
I have ragged on this poor lady so much that she just finally can't take it anymore, so she has to toss a glass of wine in my face.
You're marrying Alan? Not even you could stoop that low.
Now, these are 2 women whose faces are their livelihoods and are not particularly used to getting doused with a goblet of the grape, so their stunt doubles take the first shot. But when it's Raquel's turn, it's Lauren who savors the moment.
Why, you? I just got to throw a glass of water in Raquel's face. That was a lot of fun.
But as their brawl continues into a rock-hard marble pool, the stunt gals take the tumble. Much to Raquel's delight. But when she and Lauren finally hit the drink, they are all business.
No, pulling the hair, not the tail. Don't get it out.
And the experience left these 2 fashion plates washed, but not broken.
I had a real good time. Yeah, wasn't bad at all.
Ah, those wacky cat fights. Raquel and Lauren get the big scene, but co-star Ron Liebman gets the best line when he tells Raquel, "Sweetheart, step out of those wet clothes and into a dry martini." Yeah. Central Park West returns to the CBS lineup this summer.
Friday on CPW.
You're marrying Alan? Not even you would stoop that low.
Why not? You did.
Darling, why don't you step out of those wet clothes and into a dry martini?
You can't marry someone just to get back at Dad.
You are so young.
Time to find out how the story is.
Hi, Diane.
sorry, Alan. The deal is off.
Now.
You're going to pay for this, Brock.
Look forward to it.
When are you going to learn to control that temper of yours?
When are you going to learn to stop making trouble?
Well, it felt just like old times with you in there defending my honor.
Correction. I was defending my company.
Ah.
So, after 12 years as a silent partner, you've decided you want to start meddling with the business.
See, there you go again, always underestimating me. Has it ever occurred to you that I could actually be an asset?
No.
Then I guess I'll have to prove myself.
The only thing you've proven once again is that you are a world-class troublemaker. But trouble goes both ways. Now, I could have taken that stock from you years ago, but I didn't because I promised your daddy that you'd always be taken care of. Now, once and for all, Diana, what do you want?
How about a seat on your board of directors?
Fine, you got it. But don't make waves. Your father may have founded this company, but I'll be damned if I'll let you destroy it.
Oh, Brock.
There's a little seafood place about 5 blocks from here. It has the best gumbo this side of New Orleans.
Gumbo.
Of course, I don't know if it's as good as the one I used to make. You tell me. I remember when you thought that watching me cook was so sexy we hardly ever ate before midnight. You're the only man I ever cooked for, Brock.
Diana, I don't know what you want.
Oh, yes, you do. You've always known.
Diana.
Oh, sugar. There's so many things you have to fight. This isn't one of them, baby.
Lord, just flat lost my mind.
Admit it, you loved it.
Diana, get it through your head. I am in love with somebody else now.
I hope you know what you're doing. You're pushing me straight into the arms of Alan Rush.
Well, I thought you knew an open bear trap when you saw one.
Don't reject me now, Brock. You'll live to regret it more than you ever know.
The only thing I regret is ever being married to you in the first place.
If you thought I was trouble as your wife, you have no idea what I'm capable of as your enemy.
She's starring on CPW on another network. Everyone, oh, it's CBS. Another network. I wonder where it is. Well, there's ABC. It's not that one. Well, let's talk about CPW now.
Okay.
Now you're on the show.
Well, yeah, it used to be Central Park West, right? But now it's well, because they want to let everybody know that this is a totally new show. It's been retooled. There's a whole new story, all new characters. I'm one of them.
Now tell me about your. Now what do you play? Now you're sort of the.
Well, of course, I play the bad girl. I mean,
Are you the bad girl?
I have to be the bad girl,
Yeah,
of course. I mean, would you hire Raquel Welch and have her play the good girl? I mean, I ask you.
Do you like being the bad girl?
I do. I really like it because, you know, you can have more fun.
It's the teasing thing again.
Well, it's the teasing thing. But it's also that you can have your tongue in your cheek, and I can have a little fun with my image. And, I think when you're playing somebody who's really sort of conniving, scheming, manipulative, bad, that, you know, somewhere it's the underlying thing that we all suppress in ourselves.
Yeah,
So you can have more fun with it. If you're playing the good girl, you have to, like, cry real tears and look earnest and, caring and all that thing. This woman has no redeeming no redeeming features whatsoever about her character.
Well, the show is going to be on every Wednesday and every Friday at 10 o'clock.
Oh, you are not housekeeping.
Are you Mrs. Brock?
I used to be, once upon a time. And you are?
Gil Chase. I do some business with your husband. Ex-husband.
Oh, what a coincidence. So do I. But I guess you already knew that. Otherwise, why would you be here?
Listen, if this is a bad time...
Oh, you'll come back another time, unannounced? Do you want a massage, Gil Chase? Definitely. Something to think about.
Then I guess I'll be in touch.
In touch?
Yes, I like that. Bye-bye, Gil Chase. I think it's high time we got better acquainted, don't you?
Excuse me.
Brock, you still at the office?
Yeah, I was just wondering, can we spin off the interactive games unit?
We could, but the market's saturated. We'd never get the price it deserves.
Gil, I just can't stand being so far down the hole I can't see the sky.
You're leaving? Don't you want to talk about what you wanted me to say to Brock?
Well, you're a smart boy. You'll think of something. Bye now.
Yes.
Darling, I don't have much time.
I don't need much. I assume that's what you wanted.
Okay, I'm curious. What made you decide to back me?
Well, let's just say it was a process of elimination.
Just to go there, maybe I should have a project. And then I was on Central Park West, and I thought, well, you know, maybe the show needs a little help, so I'll do my star.
Yeah, did you have...
This time when they invited me, I said, great, well, okay, that's cool. So.
Did you have fun doing that show, Central Park West?
Oh, yeah, I had a blast. The only thing was that we were here last year during the blizzards.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just, I mean, it was just like such a trip because, I mean, there were like snow, you know, banks, weight like 5 feet high and all this stuff. And you know, I'm mostly used to film work and things where you get like your star trailer and everything. This time I got what they called a three-banger. Sounds like a sandwich, but what it was, it was like I was a sandwich. I was in between two other people because they kind of cut the trailer into 3 pieces.
Right, so a little cubicle.
Yeah, so that you go in and you're doing all your whole trip, hair, makeup, wardrobe, all in this little tiny thing, and anybody moves on this end or that end, your eyebrow pencil starts, you know, into your ear.
Right, yeah, I've had those too myself. Yeah, frequently, Raquel, I'm sorry to say. I've never had that big star trailer yet. One day.
Stop.
That again, and you'll get the hand with the really painful jewelry. I know this stone. It's one of the crown jewels of Portugal.
Not anymore.
You mean it's mine?
Ah, I'm giving it to my wife. Hopefully that'll be you. Diana? I think you are the woman I've been looking for a long time.
You mean I'm the woman to help you sink Adam Brock? You really do hate him, don't you?
Don't you?
Okay, Alan, I will marry you. We really are the perfect couple.
Mother, you can't marry someone just to get back at Dad.
Oh, you are so young. Now, where were we?
I'm not sure.
Do you, Alan, take this woman, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, come on, let's get this over with already. And do you, Diana?
Absolutely.
Well, then, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Choke on that. I don't roll over that easily. I didn't think you did either.
Oh, well, I guess it depends on who's doing the rolling.
Oh, Alan, this is hardly the time.
It's exactly the time. Come on. I need some cheering up.
Back off, Tiger. I think I can handle things from here.
Oh, my God.
Ow, ow! Oh, Alan! Oh, God. Baby. What's wrong, Alan?
Hello.
Brock, it's Diana.
Oh, what do you want?
I'm sorry to wake you, darling, but I didn't know who else to call. It appears that Alan Rush, well, he's just had a major heart attack, and the prognosis is not good.
What?
Well, before you start dancing on his grave, let me remind you that I'm due to inherit everything. Well, let's look at the bright side. I've always looked fabulous in black.
Raquel Welch is flexing her acting muscles by brewing up some TV sorcery. She's gone from a part on the short-lived Central Park West to become the fun witch of the West.
I used to, when I started my career, want it to be good, but now, of course, it's so much better to be bad.
I am your Aunt Vesta.
Legendary beauty Raquel Welch lets her bad side show Friday on Sabrina, the Teenage Witch.
I'm a sort of Auntie Mame kind of a character who's like very into living life to the fullest and all of this. Hey, want to learn the Macarena?
Raquel takes Sabrina to the Pleasure Dome, where all her wildest dreams come true. And Raquel rollicks in the wildest outfits. But looking this glamorous isn't easy.
Actually, glamour is an awful lot like ditch digging, it turns out. Every woman knows, I mean, how high maintenance can you get? As soon as you go for anything glam, I mean, it's just, oh.
I went to Paris with Aunt Vesta.
Melissa Joan Hart, who plays Sabrina, was caught in the spell of her bewitching co-star.
We were in almost all the scenes together, and it was great. She was wonderful.
Raquel recently tested the waters of series television in Central Park West. Now she hopes to make a splash in her own sitcom.
If somebody hasn't gotten the hint, I mean, I would really love to do television comedy series. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, in fact, Raquel says if she could brew up the perfect TV sitcom success story, it would be to have a comedy hit like Candice Bergen's Murphy Brown. Wouldn't everyone? Raquel bewitches Sabrina the Teenage Witch tomorrow on ABC.
We're here with a woman who has always spoken her mind, and you know I really admire that, Ms. Raquel Welch. We love that. Now listen, a lot of fantastic women who are not 20-something, if you will, are doing sitcoms. You know, we have Sybil Shepherd and Candice Bergen. Yes, what about you, Miss Fabulous One, which we all do agree with?
Well, I would love to do a sitcom because I really thought that some of my best work in films was the comedy that I did, Three Musketeers and things like that, and then Woman of the Year on Broadway was definitely a comedy. So I'm very much sort of aiming in that direction. I did another thing that was really a fun show for me called Sabrina the Teenage Witch, where I did a kind of
I love that show.
Yeah, anti-Mame kind of a character, and just trying to, it's almost like starting my career all over again, trying to get people to realize and remember, hey, you know, she can do comedy.
They keep rerunning my Sabrina. Don't you recognize me?
Should I?
I'll give you a hint.
I am your Aunt Vesta.
Let me guess. From my father's side of the family?
Bingo! I even carry a photo of me holding you as a baby.
Oh, look, there's Aunt Hilda and Aunt Zelda. Is that Andy Warhol?
Those were the good times. I don't know why, but the 80s are always the best decade of every century.
Oh, look, I'd really love to stay and talk, but I've got to get to class.
Don't be silly. We have a lot of catching up to do. Now, where can we find a good cup of coffee? Oh, I know. Paris. Voila.
You know the weirdest thing? I'm missing French class to be here.
No, that's not the weirdest thing. I once... Oh, no, never mind.
I went to Paris with Aunt Vesta.
Vesta? Bonjour, messieurs. Prezzies. Gum? It's French. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Oh, leave your can'ts and your don'ts outside. We have only one rule here. No mortals.
You can't have fun all the time.
Why not? Think about that while we join a conga line. Anyone want paella?
I do.
That's good. So good. There's only one thing that could make this better. Now this is relaxing. I think someone needs a little trip to the Hall of Gratuitous Praise.
No, I don't want to go to the Hall of Gratuitous Praise. I want to go home.
Sabrina, you can't go. I'll be so lonely without you.
Well, you can come stay with Hilda and Zelda and me.
Maybe I'll just get that puppy back.
I better run. Jenny and I can still make a late show. You know, that is if Hilda and Zelda let me break curfew.
Oh, I guess you'll be needing this.
Thanks. You know, I had fun.
This is the Pleasure Dome.
Ciao.
Ciao. What now?
We love you! You're beautiful! You're gorgeous! You're wonderful!
So empty. But it works.
56-year-old actress has made light of her reputation in numerous TV appearances. On the season finale of Seinfeld, she played herself being a difficult Broadway diva.
No, I told you I don't want to do that. If you bring it up again, I'll feed your genitals to a wolf.
Just look at her poking fun of her own raging reputation on Seinfeld.
Raquel Welch fue despedida por sus caprichos de diva. Él acusó de despido improcedente a los productores de Destino sin rumbo. Y en los tribunales... Pero eso es mentira.
AJ recently caught up with Raquel to chat about all those wild reports regarding her temper tantrums.
Oh, I just think they're a hoot. I think they're funny. They like to write things when you're in the public eye doing something, and if they can't find something, you know, about your love life, because I never talk about that, then they find little tiny things and they sort of make them into big things. No, it's the way of the, you know, show business. I really don't take it very seriously. Pretty hard worker, and you know, I just enjoy what I do, so if I didn't, I wouldn't keep doing it.
And of course, I did the Seinfeld show this year. I seem to be doing a lot of funny things this year. I was on Seinfeld.
Well, I remember being a little nervous about meeting Raquel Welch.
She was a force, you know. She's a beautiful woman. She was very happy to be on the show.
I was one of those kids growing up as a teenage boy. I had the 1 million BC poster of her in my bedroom. So now here I am, having the opportunity to direct her.
Susie Greenberg called me on the stage phone and said, "Wayne, you need to call Raquel Welch." And I said, "What?" And she says, "You need to call Raquel Welch. She wants to talk to you." And so I thought she was joking. I thought this was a joke. But she gave me the number. It turned out to be the Beverly Hills Hotel. And they connected. I said, "May I speak to Raquel Welch?" And they said, "I'll connect you." And there I was talking to Raquel Welch. And she was basically telling me where the light should come from to make her look the best. And I assured her that we would do that.
She was great. She was so thrilled to be a part of Seinfeld.
And she had told me that there was a certain piece of nightwear at Trashy Lingerie that she wanted.
Her shtick on the show was that she was a problem person, and she has had that reputation. And I think there were certainly other actors we had on Seinfeld that had that reputation. But I got to tell you, once they got on our show, nobody was ever a problem. Everybody sort of got into, this is a lot of fun.
You're still here.
Well, Miss Welch, I do need to talk to you about a little problem regarding your performance.
What kind of problem?
Well, it seems that due to the vagaries of the production parameters vis-a-vis the fragmenting of the audience due to cable television, carnivals, water parks.
Out with it.
Well, you're fired because you don't use your arms when you tap dance. You're like a gorilla out there. I gotta go.
Did you tell Peterman about this?
Well, I tried, but he thought it was some sort of a cat fight.
Cat fight?
Okay, why? Why do guys do this? What is so appealing to men about a cat fight?
Yeah, cat fight.
Because men think if women are grabbing and clawing at each other, there's a chance they might somehow kiss.
There's a great scene with Julia and Raquel where they meet on the street and end up getting in a cat fight, which you don't see. It's off camera, which was a choice we made in the editing room, which was great.
Can't you do anything about this? I mean, this woman is a psycho. Look, just because I'm a woman doesn't mean...
I don't move my arms when I dance. That's my signature.
Would you just keep an eye out for this woman? She's about, I don't know, yay high, and she doesn't swing her arms when she walks.
What do you mean?
Like this. What the hell is that? Are you making fun of my dancing?
Aren't you Raquel Welch?
You know who I am. Now what are you doing?
Nothing. I just wasn't moving my arms.
That's it. You're going down.
cat fight.
What's that?
Tony?
What happened to you?
Raquel Welch.
Yikes. What happened to you?
Raquel Welch.
The woman is a menace.
Yeah. I bumped into her on the street. It got pretty ugly.
Cat fight with Raquel Welch.
Over the next decade, Raquel joined a host of Hollywood's biggest stars and made the move to television, appearing in such popular shows as Spin City and Central Park West.
I'm going to do Spin City with Michael J. Fox, who I know you all know around here.
He was on.
He was next week.
Tonight.
If I had to be a Raquel Welch all the time, this is so tiring.
Raquel Welch says so long sex symbol, hello motherhood. Only E.T. is behind the scenes for her matronly new role with Michael J. Fox. Raquel... Meanwhile, across town, Raquel Welch mixes it up when she joins Michael J. Fox on Spin City.
Sex symbols are people, too. What can you say?
What happened when Michael J. Fox made Raquel Welch an offer she couldn't refuse?
People seem to enjoy me in this nurturing kind of a role.
The sex symbol turns maternal as Raquel takes a spin on Spin City.
They want me to do what? I was somebody's mother even when I was in 1 Million Years BC, so I've always been somebody's mother. So, hey, you can think about that one.
Well, the word is, it's not very easy being a sex symbol, and nobody knows that better than Raquel Welch, who has spent more than 3 Hollywood decades coping with her killer face and figure. Now, Raquel is taking a comic turn, stirring things up on Spin City.
Do you know that Paul is the spitting image of his dad?
I suppose he'd have to be.
Raquel Welch plays the doting mom who gives son, Richard Kind, a boost of confidence in this week's episode of Spin City.
People seem to enjoy me in this nurturing kind of a role. I think it makes me maybe less threatening because I think people are still threatened by a glamorous woman.
Mom, we both know I'm not exactly gorgeous.
Yes, you are.
Oh, she's great. Yeah, she's a real doll. She's a great sport. First of all, chronologically, she can't be my mother. When I was a kid and we'd all play hide and seek, all my friends hid at our house.
When I first read the script, it took me a while to get into it. I went, what? You know, they want me to do what?
More lasagna, please.
Oh, I've never seen such hungry boys. Meat or cheese?
Lower. Isn't this great? Just the guys together. We should do this more often.
You know what? I will have some more too, Mrs. Lassiter, if that's no trouble.
Well, of course not, dear.
Mom, you sit down. I'll get it.
No!
And then I thought, oh, well, you know, that's fun. Paul's dad and I actually met during the big blackout of '63.
Raquel hopes her career heads in the direction of other comedy queens.
I pretty much grew up on Mary Tyler Moore, who I think is like still one of the all-time best.
And series star Michael J. Fox says maybe Raquel will give their show another spin.
You know, let's not negotiate now, but certainly, yeah, it'd be terrific. That'd be great. We'd love to have her back.
Raquel, the mom, takes her spin with Michael on Spin City this Wednesday on ABC.
Well, Raquel Welch has Michael J. Fox by the leash in her latest guest starring role. Coming up on E.T., this diva was so determined to change her image, she went through a primetime makeover as a mom.
Sex symbols are people, too. What can you say?
Raquel Welch has a new role that is guaranteed to rid her of that sex goddess reputation. She is co-starring as a mom with Michael J. Fox on Spin City. Now, if only the men in the cast could stop drooling.
We'd like to welcome Raquel Welch. And I said, yeah, how many times have you wanted to say that? To say that sentence. I'd like to welcome Raquel Welch.
You're such a gullible boy, Paul. Cookie?
Raquel Welch cooks up some comedy in the new season of Spin City, guest starring as Richard Kind's unbelievably gorgeous mom.
You about to tell me that I'm adopted?
It took me 17 hours to give birth to that big, handsome head of yours. No!
Raquel was ready for some time away from her diva image.
I've been very happy just to hang out with the gang in my jeans and my T-shirts and you know, I really, I couldn't stand it if I had to be a Raquel Welch all the time. It was just so tiring.
But Richard still can't believe Raquel is playing his mother.
The other day we were doing a scene. We were doing the kitchen scene, and she's doing a very heartfelt monologue, and I'm looking at her, and I started to laugh. In my head, my inner monologue was, I'm acting with Raquel Welch. I'm acting with the icon.
Sex symbols are people, too. What can you say?
You were a catch, Paulin. Don't you ever forget it.
Thanks, Mom.
Of course, Raquel's looks did have a little to do with her landing the part.
She's the most beautiful woman in the world, yeah. Except for you, honey.
Well, you know, he has to say that. I'm on this week.
Okay, I'm going. I'm going.
Bye-bye.
Man, oh man, do I love New York City.
You know that's funny? That's what my mom just said.
That was your mother?
Uh-huh.
Birth mother?
But Raquel is glad that she's also being recognized for her comedic skills.
I seem to be doing a lot of funny things this year. I was on Seinfeld, and they keep rerunning my Sabrina. And I'm kind of hoping it's a new chapter for me, because I would really like to do much more comedy, and I think that television is the place to do it.
Raquel had such a good time on the set that she hopes Michael and the producers ask her back for more. Raquel Welch spices up Spin City early this season on ABC.
Hi. I'm Abby Lassiter, Paul's mother.
Hey, Ma.
You can see the resemblance in the last name.
I'll get my coat.
Mrs. Lassiter, so lovely to see you. You are a vision.
Now, Stuart, remember our rule?
10 feet.
Maybe you could give me some advice. How do you attract men these days?
Oh, come on. You mean to tell me you didn't shake it when you were young?
Please. The only thing my mother ever shook was a handful of dice on Yahtzee night.
It's true, I didn't really date much before I met Paul's father. Growing up, my two sisters got all the boys.
How could that be?
They put out.
Oh, Aunt Jan and Aunt Leon put out. Oh, God. Oh, this is the worst day of my life.
You just need to hang out your open for business sign. You know, loosen up. Take off your jacket.
Okay.
Okay, that'll do it.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Mom! Oh, Mom! Ah, oh, here, look. Oh, I got these for you.
They're lovely, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Mom, you remember Carter?
Of course.
You look better every time I see you.
We should see each other more often.
Let me put those in some water for you.
No. I'll hold on to them.
Oh, Mom, this is Charlie, the new guy. Charlie, this is my mother.
Oh. Your mother, of course. The resemblance is scary.
Paul, I made this pumpkin pie. It's Claudia's favorite.
I will handle this with the utmost decorum and respect, okay? Oh, quick. My mom's coming. Quick. Put your hand on my ass.
Hey, you two.
Get your hands off of me.
This is so great. Oh, I gotta get a picture of this. My two best girls. Oh.
Okay, let's get something straight, Blondie. I know what's going on around here. Paul's a young hunk on the rebound, and you're swooping in like a vulture. Face it, he's out of your league.
Picture time.
Well, this is great. We could all have dinner at the mansion like one big happy family. Come on, everybody. My limo will wait. Abby, you come with me. The rest of you guys grab a cab. Very nice work.
Thanks.
How long till the flames engulf this floor?
Oh, 6, maybe 7 minutes. How do I look?
Fabulous, of course.
Seen him yet?
Whoa there. Hold on.
It's okay.
Okay, I've got you.
Yes. Oh, yes, you do. When you want so much from life, and then you get even more than you ever expected, the thought of having it all taken away can make you do things that you never even thought you were capable of.
Don't cry.
That's why I did this. Or maybe it's just because I'm no damn good.
There's good in everyone.
Not everyone. Oh, Superman. Not on the first date.
You don't want me as an enemy, Miss Stride.
But I've got you. Yes. I've got you under your skin. Hello, Michael. Goodbye, Michael. You're in way over your head, Lois.
I only have one thing to say to you, honey. Keep your lips off Superman.
I don't understand why we have to leave the country. Diana, what's going on?
Stop whining.
The police will be glad to answer that.
Oh. Am I in trouble? Are you going to punish me?
No, Rolf.
Superman. Can't we work something out here?
I don't think so.
Then what about a goodbye kiss?
Diana, you ought to come with the Surgeon General's warning.
Who says I don't, Clark?
Oh, I'm afraid I have some bad news on that front, too.
Ma, sacre bleu. Not this.
I don't care what that says. We know what we saw.
I tried to tell you. You don't want me for an enemy, Diana. Come on.